Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the road to becoming a penetration tester in 2024. We are coming to the end of 2023. I hope every single person, all my subscribers, all my supporters have had a great year so far and finish the year strong and start 2024 with a new beginning. So let's jump into the desktop and have some fun and review the road of becoming a penetration tester, in my opinion. So let's jump into the video and have some fun. All right, so here we are on my desktop, right? So I made a presentation, a road to becoming a penetration tester and what I would recommend. That's just from my opinion. So let's have some fun and go through it, okay? So obviously don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at, I think, 54,000 subscribers, I think, and we're coming to the end of 2023. So I'll be doing a review on my progression this year. So thank you guys, and I really appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and becoming a penetration tester in 2024. Becoming a penetration tester, or also known as a pen tester, requires a combination of education, obviously certifications, so on and so forth, skills development, you know, what we have to do in order for us to get better at our job or at our tasks, whatever, and practical experience, right? Hands-on keyboard, learning the techniques, the tools, and actually putting that to practice. So I just wrote a few little things down, and hopefully it's informative for you folks, and I really appreciate your feedback. So put it in the comments below. All right, so here's the roadmap to your journey. Obviously, always is the fundamentals and the foundations, right? Understanding computer networks, learn the basics of networking, TCP/IP, how data flows and how data traverses through a network. So if I send a packet, if I send a ping to 192.168.1.1, for an example, if that's my router, and my IP address is at 250 or 240, whatever that IP address is, if I send an ICMP request, what is it actually doing under the hood? If you open up Wireshark and see the protocols that are traversing, right? That's super important if you want to become a pen tester. So that's why I always say have that basic fundamentals of sysadmin, network admin before getting into penetration testing or any cybersecurity job at that. So the second one here I have is mastering operating systems, right? Gain proficiency in Linux and Windows operating systems, even Apple, Android, all these other operating systems, but the main ones are Linux and Windows. Some programming fundamentals, right? So learn some Python, learn some Bash, PowerShell. These are come super helpful or handy in your career as a penetration tester. Even if you're not a scripter, I'm not a scripter, but I can read scripts, I can understand them, I can go to GitHub, I can make some modifications. If there's a broken link or a broken function or something, I'm sure I can figure it out. The last one here is security fundamentals. So build a strong understanding and foundation in cybersecurity concepts, cryptography, and secure coding practices, right? There's a boatload more, and you guys can research about it, but these are some I just wanted to jot down. So now we can get into the education certifications. Bachelor's degree, I put master's 1, that's supposed to just be master's degree. I'm supposed to put a little, I could fix that after, but don't worry about that. Pursue a degree in computer science, information technology, or any related fields like cybersecurity, like WGO. I have my master's in information system security and assurance. So, and obviously, and I have a few certifications under my belt that help me out in the field of cybersecurity. So some certifications here are CompTIA Security Plus or Pentest Plus, the EC Console, CEH. I say this just in case you want to get into any government sectors or, the government sector. TCM, I love TCM. I always show them support. The PJPT, the junior level, and then the mid-level will be the PMPT, right? So then you have from SANS or from GIAC, the penetration tester, the GPEN, right? That's another penetration testing one. And there's a whole bunch of red teaming ones and stuff like that. But I just wanted to keep it the KISS method, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Next one here is networking and systems. Obviously, advanced networking, right? Deepen your understanding of network protocols, firewalls, routers. Maybe get like a CCNA, CCNP if you want to get into more of the network security aspect, but this is more for pen testing. So I think the CCNA will be good enough. System administration, right? Understanding, getting hands-on in administering Windows and Linux systems, using Red Hat, using Ubuntu, using the LAMP stack and Active Directory, Windows, DNS, and all the functionalities that Windows has to offer. And the most important thing here is set up your own home lab. Home labbing is super important, right? Set up your own environment at home, and this is all free. You can use VMware Workstation, you can use VirtualBox, you can use Hyper-V. There's a whole bunch of free methods. And behind me, I don't know if you can see it, I have my own little stack and rack and stack of a server and a lab that I can practice my stuff, right? If it's pen testing, if it's routing, if it's switching, firewalls, blue teaming, red teaming, purple teaming, whatever I want to practice, I can practice in my own lab. So programming and scripting, Python for pen testers, right? So you can develop scripting skills for automation and tool creation. Probably more of on the pen testing side, you'll do some more tool creation versus automation. Obviously, the more the merrier. So web development, this is where something I lack, right? So I didn't come from a development background, but understanding technologies like HTML, Java, and these are the most common vulnerabilities are within these applications if you're doing like web app testing and app testing and all that stuff. So PowerShell, attackers can stealthily gather internal information, right? We can run scripts, PowerView, all these other kinds of scripts that, we can use in PowerShell and use to exploit it, right? But there's no reason why an IT security staff can't master enough PowerShell to start their own pen testing and begin to understand the hacker's mindset. So say, for example, if you're a blue teamer, if you're just a sysadmin, network admin, there's no reason that you cannot do this either, right? That's what I meant by that. So specializations, like security specializations now. The first one here is advanced security concepts. Dive deeper into the advanced topics such as threat modeling, secure coding, cryptography. These are super important for cybersecurity, right? Not only pen testing, cybersecurity as a whole. Wireless security. So say, for example, if you want to learn how to hack networks, how data traverses on a wireless in the air, in this fantasy world. So explore wireless technologies. Use maybe an alpha card, set up your own little router at home, try to hack your own wireless, see what protocols are more secure, and so on and so forth, right? So the big thing now is IoT, Internet of Things. Understand the security, the implementation of IoT, your refrigerator, your camera, your thermostat, all of these devices are susceptible to any exploit, right? So just make sure you get well versed in that as well. Web pen testing, web application penetration testing is the practice of simulating an attack on a system. So we're going to try to attempt to gain access to that sensitive data, right? Maybe username, passwords, databases, etc., right? With the purpose of, demonstrating whether the system is secure or not. And usually in the pen test, we'll try to exploit the system to prove to the client that they're vulnerable, they were exploited, and this is how you can remediate it, okay? So the next one here is the hands-on labs and challenges. CTFs are super critical. I was not a big fan of CTFs about 5 years ago. And once I started tinkering with it, it's different than pen testing. It's a different mindset, but understanding the ways and getting the mindset of solving problems is critical. So you can do CTFs like VulnHub, you can do platforms like TryHackMe, Hack the Box, Over the Wire. All of these applications and websites help you to practice exploiting vulnerabilities. Obviously, the cream of the crop, free 99, is home pen testing labs. Using vulnerable, you can use Metasploitable 3, Metasploitable 2, Damn Vulnerable Web App. There's so many VMs out there you can set up in your own home, in your own network that you can try to test. That's super, super fun because you can attack it at any time. Networking and community involvement. This is not networking like TCP, IP, IPv4, IPv6. This is attending different conferences, meetup groups, right? I started going to a DEF CON meetup group locally to my house, right? Meeting cool people, networking, getting your name out there, engaging with the community, and build your professional network. So like on LinkedIn, Twitter, Reddit, the whole shebang, right? Online forums and platforms like Reddit. Follow some cybersecurity professionals on social media. You can follow myself. You can follow John Hammond. You can follow Hackersploit, all these other TCM security. And maybe there's a lot of good hackers that don't even put themselves out there. And I know a few off the radar, right? LinkedIn, reach out to former colleagues, classmates, and friends that you want to connect with, potential employers or recruiters in your industry, in the cybersecurity industry, right? I think that's super critical. Be friendly. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. Practical experience. So how can you get this practical experience? Internships, entry-level positions. I know a lot of wannabe pen testers or wannabe cybersecurity experts want to get into this and go to be a CISO before they swim in their backyard swimming pool. So gain that real-world experience by working in the entry-level cybersecurity roles. You know what I mean? So freelance, do some bug bounties. I started doing some bug bounties a few years ago, and I'm not a bug bounty hunter. I don't put that on any social media, but I did tinker with some to learn some of the, web app stuff. It's interesting, right? Obviously, you can submit your CVEs and you get some CVEs under your belt, but that's another avenue, right? Home cyber range, obviously, set your own stuff up at home, set it up, hack it, break it, and then remediate it, fix it. And then obviously continuous learning, right? Keep learning, understand the concept of cybersecurity, what space you want to learn, and continue learning. Stay updated. Cybersecurity is always evolving, continuously growing. It's a fast-paced field, right? As we all know. Stay informed about the latest threats, tools, and techniques, and you'll be ahead of the game. Specialize, right? Consider specializing in a certain area, pen testing, such as web application, network penetration testing, mobile app testing, so on and so forth. My specialty is probably more in network penetration testing. That's my specialty, right? That's where I make my bread and butter. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Just remember, becoming a penetration tester is a journey that requires dedication, continuous learning, and practical experience. Remember that. Tailor this roadmap to whatever strengths and interests that you like, and don't hesitate to explore areas within the field. Like I'm starting to explore different areas in my field that it's a little outside of my comfort zone, but it is what it is. So good luck, buena suerte with all your journey, and please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, have a good day.